is the original Gallagher show yard display. This would be roughly 105, 106 years ago. A lot of our trends are based on religion, things of that nature. For instance, like across the street at Holy Sepulchre, you may have a rise in cremation, but you still have to, by our religious rules in the Catholic Church, you still have to bury the ashes. So if you're going to bury the ashes, you're still going to have some type of memorialization, whether it be engraving an existing stone or buying a new headstone. Everything here in the day was done by hand, which was the rule of the day, where today a lot of it's done by machinery, computerized machinery, more advanced. So obviously stuff that was the norm then is extremely expensive to duplicate today. Anytime you go to anything by hand today, it's very, very expensive. Of course, from time to time we still have hand-sculpted figures, and these are actually done by a sculptor that would do any kind of art forms that people are familiar with. These gentlemen are trained, some trained in Carrara, Italy, which is really the birthplace for sculptor, and occasionally people still like the old hand-touched item. These very narrow vertical type monuments were very common, and you can even find them across the street in the old sections. You wouldn't be allowed to put a lot of these on a single grave today because there's height restrictions and things of that nature and style restrictions today. But in the day, and actually you'd find most monument companies usually started across the street from a cemetery. One of the growing trends today is personalization. Things that are reflective of the person's life, careers, hobbies. With some of the new technology and methods, you can almost engrave people's faces exactly as they are. Not attach them, but engrave them into the granite. These are some examples of the new personalized etchings. You can see portraits, cars, drums, knitting needles, and garden trowels, and fire department emblems, and police badges, and things of that nature. Unfortunately, we've done the monuments for the police that have been killed in the last 5 years. We've done their monuments gratis. We don't promote that, and I just finished the one for Officer Pulowski, and it's shaped like the Philadelphia police badge. That's the kind of personalization you can do today. These are complete scenes of something that was important in somebody's life, whether it be their homeland, their vacation spot, things of that nature, things that made the memories of those people last forever, really, in stone. Very personal.
How long is forever in stone?
Today with granite, forever is forever. We perpetually guarantee these because you can. In the old days, you saw a lot of marble, limestone, slate. Now they will not stand the test of time because as everything's incised, as they weather and the surfaces begin to wear down, eventually the lettering goes away. If you go to an old, there was a Westerly granite from Westerly, Rhode Island, Quincy granite from Quincy, Mass. They're darker black, kind of a spotty granite, but they're around and you can still read them. Granite is impervious. It comes from all over the world. Most of our granite here comes from Vermont and Georgia, okay, in the gray. We do have a monumental granite that's quarried here in Pennsylvania in French Creek. It's a black granite with a wave in it. I actually did the Montgomery County Firemen's Memorial in that granite. The method of etching into black granite can be done by hand, or it can also be done by diamond tip computerized etching methods today too. These have what they call a rolled face, and I don't know how clear the picture is, but we nickname them a cash register because that's kind of the shape they have. We take an actual photograph from the client, whether it could be color or black and white, and then this firm, this particular firm is based out of Canada, they take it and they fire it into the porcelain. It's literally baked in. And actually the picture is actually returned. So it's quite a process. They can actually alter the photo too. You can kind of Photoshop it, features, things like that, if you needed to.